Alright, we're going to start putting the air ride on today. As you can see, what I'm talking about, the springs are on the top of this. Ford's a little bit different from Chevrolet. Chevrolet would go up under here like on the 60. So this will be something new and exciting. So I guess we'll start with this, and we'll start getting these shocks out and then work on taking those springs out from here. Cash, get out of here. Alright, so we're going to start right here. And it looks like your shock bolt is here, and there's a plate under here with about three nuts on it. All that should come out once we take that shock off. Let's go ahead and let the car down and see what it looks like from up under the hood. Well, he's putting the lug nuts on, so we'll wait on that. Got a lot of crap up in here. So, yeah, we'll have to take a look here and see what we're going to have to do about getting these shocks out first. I have to get those shocks out before we can actually compress that spring and bring it up out of there. The dog won't stay out of here. Alright, we're going to take this top cap off right here, and we'll start on top right here, and then we'll go from there. Move y'all in a little bit closer here and tilt you down so you can see what we're doing right here. Still got a little bit of cleaning to do under the hood, but it's car's getting there slowly but surely. This car's all original too, so that counts for something, I guess. Hot out here today, got my shorts on. Oh yeah. Come on, Cash, get out of here. You're not working on the car. Come on. Come on, Cash, go. Get away from that. Go. Go. No, no, no. No. About to get them bolts. Alright. I'll take that off right there. That's we need to take this I need to try to get that whole unit off of there.
Don't you have to take this out?
Yeah,
first?
we have to take that off. You'll have to get that nut to roll, and then we'll have to get in there with a wrench, because we'll have to hold that top part. Never fails, always get the wrong socket 4, 5, 6 times. 32 times. I don't know if that thing will bust loose like that or not. I might have to put air to it and try to get it. We're doing a full air ride on this car, front and rear. The back will be air over leaf, so you'll get to see us through that. That shouldn't be too bad. Basically, going to static drop the rear and then add some brackets and then an airbag. That way it'll push against the leaves. It'll lower the car and pick the car back up. Did you get that nut off? You can't get that. Came off pretty easy.
Yeah, I didn't have no pressure behind it.
Oh yeah. There's the bushing. The bushing's toast. Here you go. Alright. And here's the plate. We don't want to lose any of this stuff because we'll probably need that later on. Alright. You want to
Raise the car up.
go ahead and take the other side off first?
Yeah.
And just go ahead and do that, and that way it's done. We'll raise the car up, we can just get the ones from the bottom at one time. So he's going to pop off that other side. Went to a local car show yesterday. Didn't really get anything done in here. We spent the day loafing. No, Bubba there won a trophy for his old truck. We haven't been able to get this car out yet, but it's coming soon. It won't be long. Basically got a little bit of window work to do on the inside of the car and put the door panels back on. We're going to do something budget friendly with this paint on this car. As you can see, there's some of these spots here where the paint's chipping, and it's this way all over the car. It's kind of real bad on the front of the hood. So we're going to do something there to make it look better. It may be shooting it with some kind of single stage satin black or something. We're going to do something there that's going to be budget friendly. We'll hopefully get some.
That's lovely.
Huh? You got lucky. It rolled right out here at my foot. That never happened. We'll do something budget friendly with the paint on this car, which won't take too long, and then hopefully he'll have it out in the fall this year.
Oh yeah, me as well.
12 millimeter.
And the zip tie cutters.
What do you need?
Zip tie cutters. I gotta take that bracket off.
Here you go.
Told you wrong.
Should be standard. Half inch. You got another one? No, okay. He's getting there with it. You need bags for them bolts. We already had this bar off on the driver's side. We haven't put it back on yet. Hot out here today. Went to a local car show yesterday and then up to the local cruise-in last night. It was about 30-35 cars up there at the cruise-in last night. President of that club, pretty good dude, friend of mine that hosts that. We're also a member of that particular club. We'll get an interview with him. He's got several nice cars, several projects ongoing all the time. Pull that rubber bushing off there and I'll take it over too. You might not be able to. We're gonna do some budget friendly paint work to the old Toyota shock truck here too pretty soon. Whole thing turning in that one, ain't it? Let me look and see. See if I can feel it. Go ahead. Yeah, whole thing turning. Alright, what size is that?
14.
Get a pair of vice grips and a 14mm wrench. That's going to be kind of heavy right there.
Is that a pair of vice grips?
Yeah, vice grips. Just clamp on top of that shock and then see if we can't get a 14 down in there. If we could hand me a 14 wrench. Let me see if I can get the box in on it. If I can, we'll get it to move and then we'll reclamp the top and put a ratchet action on it. Negative. Can't even hardly get the opening on it. So that's going to be a pain. We'll have to hold it from the bottom side. Well, this one wants to be a pain in the butt.
9/16.
9/16. It's alright though. We're going to put the heavy artillery on it right here in a minute. Make sure you get on it good. You want to run it off there. Get ready to put the heavy artillery on it. And remember, that's what you want to do. You know, use your impact for a hammer. You don't see many of these Thunderbirds. Not around our area anyway. Yeah, other places. We didn't get this one here. It come from out of state. Alright. Fire in the hole. Bingo. And that's how you do it. They didn't want to cooperate or play nice, so we had to put the big gun on it. What I did, that whole thing was turning, so I went under it and put a pair of vice grips on it. Let it kind of clamp itself up, you know, wedge itself in the cool spring. Alright, that's all of this stuff up here. So now we'll move down below. We'll raise the car up, and so it's got 3 bolts on the bottom, 3 nuts on the bottom we'll take off. So go ahead and raise her up and we'll go from there.
Did you get them turned over? That socket still has that nut in it, it's wedged.
Yeah. There's 3 bolts or nuts right here. We need to get those off. They're probably 9/16. You probably put a wrench on them, I suspect. We get that pulled out, I'll show you those 3 bolts on the bottom of that plate once we get this shock out. $9/16.
Yeah, I believe so.
You get a socket on them?
No. It's gonna have to be a wrench.
Alright, let's put a 1/16 wrench and take a hammer.
You got that brake line right in the way. rust buildup? Or?
That half is out. It's right here. Yeah, I think so. These bolts right here, just so you guys know, up in here, right in here, to hold the bottom of that shock plate in, they're a pain in the butt to get out. They are a real pain. Get them loose.
I'm gonna try this one over here.
Yeah, those are a real pain in the butt. Show them that shock right there. Bottom of that bracket that I was talking about with them 3 nuts, this is where they go. They're up under that control arm. Now I'm going to tell you, this is not easy to do. We got this out, basically took both of us, pull straight up through the top. I'm going to take you over to the other side and we're going to do the other side now and show you about how much of a pain in the butt it is. Alright, over here on the passenger side now, we're going to start with this one right here. See if we can get this one to come loose. Right in here, you'll see, well, that one just fell right out. Even better.
I'll let the car.
Alright, we're going to let the car down. Well, I'm glad it did, because that other side, that gave us a fight, but, you know, hey, about time we catch a break right here. I'll go ahead and pull it out the top now. We'll take a look at it, see what we got. The other one was just froze up in there with rust. We had to just basically work it out with a with that pry bar like I was fixing to do, and that one just lifted right up. Oh, that's good. Now, when you go to take that thing out, it can be a headache. Go ahead and you got to have it just right when you bring it out of there. And there it is. Alright, so now we're ready to start taking these the cool springs out now. Alright guys, so we dropped the spring compressor in there. I'll show you what it looks like here. You can see how it's hooked on. Basically you come up here to the top, this socket, and drop it down in the hole on that nut. And we're going to tighten that thing up and draw the springs up and hopefully take the tension off and then pull them right out.
Yeah, because I want to plug it in.
All wet?
Yeah.
Alright, that's all you got.
Oh, God, it got hot. Oh, my.
Let her down slow right there.
He put that right down.
And there she is. They didn't want to play nice, so we had to get the big guns out. Had to get the big guns out on these. Well, we got the cools out. That turned into be a headache. These things got a lot of pressure on them, so we tried 2 spring compressors. That wouldn't work. So, since they didn't want to play nice, we had to get the torch. And we just torched them out. We heated these cools up, collapsed them, and then cut them off. Now, it's still pretty violent. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you about that. It's violent doing it that way. I mean, you probably could have tinkered with that spring compressor for a while longer and got it. But we're not using the cools anyway, so we just we torched them out, and now we'll start in on the airbag kit. Over here on the table is what we have for a kit. It's a piece together kit. These are the brackets here for the back. These are the back brackets for the leaf over air. And then for the front, we've got just some basic 6-inch cups, some 2,500 pound bags, and we got some pre-made pieces for the tops and the bottoms. So we'll get all this measured out, and next time hopefully we'll put the bags in this thing. But yeah, that ended up being a big headache. Like on the 60, it wasn't no problem. Everything was the kit. You know, it was a kit for that car, and it's bolted in. This one's, you can get kits, they're extremely expensive. So we decided to put this thing together like a normal airbag system, instead of using the shot through the bag setup for the front. There are going to be more videos to come. I'll just tell you, anything you do to this car, this Thunderbird, if you get a Thunderbird, it's a headache. This thing, compared to what the Bel Air was, this one's turned into, it's fighting. Everything we do to it, it's fighting. So next time we'll get on the back, we'll get the back dropped and get it static dropped, and then put the brackets in. The back should, go pretty easy and smooth, hopefully. The front, like I said, we got to cut those down. We've got to put angles in them and get the spacers right for the ride height. Once we do all that, should really be just drilling a few holes and dropping in some bolts and then mounting the bags in. This is a 2-switch setup, so the inside and the switches should go fairly easy. So we'll go from there, and hey, until next time, you know, if you can build it, don't buy it.